Omoyende Sowore has faulted the High Court judge decision to entertain the new bail application to release Nnamdi Kanu on the 19th day of March 2024. He said that the judge supposed to release Kanu based on the Supreme Court judgment citing that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail regarding what happened, how the military invaded his house that made him to flee away.
So nobody can force anybody to be together. Nigeria is like a marriage. Even in marriage, even if your wife says he likes you and you don't like her anymore, you go for divorce.
A divorce.
If your husband says I can't do without you and the wife is tired,
yes,
you go for divorce. So how can somebody force people to stay in Nigeria? It is marriage by force. Nigeria is a transaction of the British. There's no question about it. In 1901, Nigeria was registered as a business, and by Sir Gordon, a British man. It was registered as a business. And it was in 1914 that they decided to add the two together, one in the north and one in the south.
Now, in this video, Omoyende Sowore's point is that releasing Nnamdi Kanu does not stop the Biafra's agitation, does not stop the restructuring or the rebranding or bringing new constitution as demanded by Nnamdi Kanu. And when you come to look at it, you will understand that everything that Nnamdi Kanu has been agitating right from time is the key to Nigerians' prosperity if Nigeria want to remain one. And even though we don't want to remain one as a country, everything Nnamdi Kanu has been saying is nothing but the truth. So I think that Nigeria should be humble enough to embrace this truth.
Said to come and observe the court hearing, and I was told by his lawyers that a bail application had been filed so that he can be granted freedom. Nnamdi Kanu was not brought to this country legally. He was abducted, or you want to use a better word, kidnapped in Kenya.
Yeah.
And put on a plane. The Kenyan government is even saying they don't know how he was arrested in Kenya or abducted. So the process of bringing him to court was illegal. So you cannot rectify that illegality with, another legality, which is bringing him before a court and then trying him for an offense that he has not committed. But let's even look at their own legal system. From the court here of first instance, where he was first brought, the Court of Appeal granted a ruling, a judgment, that Kanu committed no offense. A week later, they went and did their rule, they stayed the judgment. They were afraid of themselves, they couldn't speak the truth. Otherwise, they would have quashed the charges at that level. Well, look at it, nearly discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu. But I think because of the hands of these people on the ground, a lot of water passes under our justice system breaches. So if you are bringing him to court and you have said that he did not jump bail, that is what the Supreme Court said. Because somebody who is living in his house quietly, respecting the law, and he went and invaded the place and he escaped barely by whiskers, cannot be said to have jumped bail. That's what the Supreme Court says. So if he didn't jump bail, what the judge should have said today, if we don't even need another application for a new bail application, it's just to restore that his bail that he was enjoying before the Nigerian army went and violently violated the bail conditions of that period. That's what they should have done today.
So you had an encounter with the security agents at the
outside, yes. I've been having encounters with them since I was in the university.
You were restricted from entering the court.
I was restricted from entering the court, even though my name was on it. And I also had another business in the court, which is to pick up the certified true copies of my own case. Same thing with Nnamdi Kanu's case. What is he asking for? He's asking that, he's agitating that they want to leave Nigeria. Everybody, as I keep saying, is agitating to leave Nigeria. Is that you are agitating to leave as a group, or you live on your own, which they call Japa?
Yes, now Japa.
That is secession.
Yes, now.
Japa is just legitimate secession from Nigeria.
Yes.
Where you go, and as soon as you reach that country you are going, you said, I'm renouncing my Nigerianship.
Yes.
That is secession on an individual level. So if you are not stopping people who are doing Japa at the airport, why do you want to stop Nnamdi Kanu who says, I want to live with my people?
Yes.
And if you don't want them to live, give them what they want.
Yes,
justice. You can't keep perpetrating injustice on people and think that they'll just fold their hands and watch.
So what is that justice?
Justice is to allow Nigerians to come together and discuss the future of this country. And that future must include a brand new constitution, not this military constitution, that the fake one that they are using since 1999, which was promulgated by a decree. Are you getting my point? So that is justice. If that new constitution is made, the constitution can then decide. The constitution can then decide that there will be a clause in the constitution. Are you paying attention? That there will be a clause in the constitution.
So
And that clause will
shift
be
your distance so that
that if anybody wants to succeed, you go into a referendum. Are you getting my point? Yes. You go into a referendum. There is a clause in the British Constitution that any of their component members can decide to leave if they want after a referendum. Scotland did it before they failed. They are still planning it again. Let the people decide whether Nigeria run for office. Is that we know that Nigeria is manageable and justice can be done because an average Igbo man is looking for how to do his business uninterrupted and making money. In fact, Igbo land is too small for Igbo man.
So what you're trying to say is that it's just a marriage by force.
It is marriage by force. Nigeria is a transaction of the British. There's no question about it. In 1901, Nigeria was registered as a business. And, you know, by Sir Gordon, a British man. It was registered as a business. And it was in 1914 that they decided to add the two together. One in the north and one in the south. So, there's no question about it. It's not a crime to tell the truth that Nigeria is a transaction. And if those people who are engaged in that transaction are tired, they can leave. But besides being a transaction, even if Nigeria were to be a solid country, and people are tired of it, people can leave. People can jump out anytime. Anytime. I spent 20 years abroad. Come and question why I'm there now. Anytime I like, I come to Nigeria. I only spent 2 weeks in Nigeria for 20 years. Yes, between 1999 and 2019, when I was arrested and detained here. Since then. But guess what? Because of my interest in Nigeria, I did not change my citizenship. I'm still in Nigeria. When they seized my passport, I just got my passport back 3 days ago. Since 2019. They seized it in this court. One judge. The judge is no longer here. Justice Ojukwu. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So nobody can force anybody to be together. Nigeria is like a marriage. Even in marriage, even if your wife says he likes you and you don't like her anymore, you go for divorce.
Divorce.
If your husband says I can't do without you and the wife is tired,
yes,
you go for divorce. So how can somebody force people to stay in Nigeria when they say they want to leave? But here is my position. I don't want Nigeria to break up because I like Nigeria and Nigerians. Well, let me rephrase it. I like Nigerians, but I no longer like this Nigeria.
The name Nigeria.
Yes. So, and these are the revolutionary changes that we advocate for. And that's why I met Kanu in New York. What he told me is the reason I come to court every day. You know, before, under Buhari, if I came to court, they bring knife to come and stab me. They beat us up. But now they can't do that anymore. They are using the DSS. DSS beat us up today in front of the court.
The evidence is there. The evidence is there.
They collected my phone, 2 of my phones. But I decided that unless they return my phone, I'm not good. Because there are 2 other phones that they stole from my hotel room in 2019 that we can't find now. So they have given me back my phones. And we are fine. I'm going to collect my CTC.